Ever wonder where your money goes every week? Well, this is how I spent my money this week, living on a budget, managing debt, and working towards financial freedom. Let's break it down together. Welcome back to my channel. Before we get into today's video, don't forget to hit the link in the description of this video and you guys can budget along with me. I have built an entire workbook for you guys to be able to use for the entire year. All the formulas are in there. Everything's done. You've got a tab for every single month of the year. And if you want any customizations or you have any issues, you guys can reach out to me and I will be able to help you along the way of your journey on budgeting. But don't forget, hit the link in the description of this video if you would like to budget along with me. First of all, I want to thank each and every single one of you for all the positivity in the comments from Friday of me sharing about my annual review. I'm still getting comments about good luck. How did it go? It went well, y'all. It went really well. And that's something we're going to chat a little bit about today. And then I've gotten comments over the weekend because on Friday when I did my budgeting video, I shared that I requested to work from home. And that's not abnormal. Most people in the office do like a hybrid where they work one day in office and then the 4 days at home. So I do think it will be approved. And a lot of y'all were so sweet in the comments. Y'all were just hyping me up and y'all were like, good luck. I hope it gets approved. And me too, honey. Me too. I feel like, and don't get me wrong, I like my job. You know, it pays my bills, gives me a steady stream of income to do that, to live off of. The only one thing I will say is I feel like working in the office 5 days a week, coming off of three years of working from home, 3 or 4, I think I went working from home like what everybody else did when COVID locked us down. I think that was 2019, March 15th, February 15th, something like that. I think it was the 13th. I don't know. Anyway, I started working from home then, and I got to work from home all the way until about June, May, somewhere around there of 2023 when I got laid off. I was laid off for 6 months, got this job, been at this job for a tiny bit over a year. I started November 27th of 2023. So I do love the job. I feel like it gives me a lot of challenges every day and I'm learning new stuff every day still. But the only thing I will say about working in office, and that's not really just this job, it's like an office job. If I were to get any in-office job, I think I would feel the same. And this is coming off of almost 3 years of working from home. I feel like working from home allowed me to have like a slower pace of life. I felt like my body was more at ease. My nervous system was more at ease. And it also could be because I've always been such an anxious person because that's just how I was raised. And I've been through the ringer being divorced from someone that's very controlling and I would deem to be a narcissist, and we have kids together, so it's not just I divorced this man, I share kids with this man. So it could just be a play of like a group of things that make me feel this way. But I feel like working from home, I had a slower pace of life. My body was at ease. My nervous system was at ease, and I feel like the last year and some change that I've worked in office, like I have been basically semi-constipated. And I hate to say that, trigger warning, too late, sorry, but I just feel like when I worked from home, I was regular with the number 2s. And ever since being in office, I just can't, like, my body can't relax enough to go to the bathroom number 2 very often during the week. On the weekends, absolutely no problems. Go every day on the weekend when I work, like when I'm off, you know, because my body has the time to like be at ease. And maybe that's me, you know. I don't know, maybe other people are like that, but I feel like my nervous system between waking up early, taking the dog out, getting myself ready, rushing around, going in the traffic to work, going on the traffic to home, then I have to come home, walk Scout. She likes an hour and a half walk, feed us, clean up from dinner, get myself ready for bed, do it all over. Like, my body just isn't at ease. So I'm really hoping working from home and my nervous system will kind of go back to, some kind of balance. I don't mind the hybrid. Like, I'm very excited that I might get the possibility of like a couple of days or 4 days of working from home. Like, I'm here for that. Would love it. Actually, might get to sleep in a little bit because right now I wake up at 5 o'clock Monday through Friday, so that way Scout can get like a 40-minute to an hour long walk in, and then I give her an hour to like eat breakfast and go outside, and sometimes she goes outside and then eats when she comes back in, and then I give myself an hour. But honestly, between I cook breakfast, pack my lunch, sometimes I do that at night or while Scout's eating her breakfast, but like the little things just add up. Floss my teeth, brush my teeth, put on my skincare, before you know it, that hour that I had to cook breakfast, eat, and all that is like, does not feel like an hour. I don't know. I'm really excited about being able to work from home, and you guys have been so sweet. I wanted to do a Q&A every Sunday, and I only got one question, and that's okay. We're going to answer this one question. Let me bring it up for you guys. The question is from Blackened by Treasure, and they said, what is your first thing you see yourself doing once you become debt-free? Oh my goodness. I think about this often, and every time I think about this, my mind goes to a million places. First of all, let's start off with how much debt I have. I have about $86,000 in student loans. I'm currently not making any payments on them. I just don't have the bandwidth to do that financially currently. I'm putting most of my money to paying off my credit cards right now because they're at 0%, which we'll chat about. I'm not paying all my student loans. I have applied for student loan forgiveness, so hoping that happens, and then after that, I'll pay off the rest of whatever doesn't get forgiven. So I have about $86,000 worth of student loans, and now that I made my payment on my credit cards the other day, I have a balance of about $7,400, $7,500, somewhere in there if you're rounding. And so I have quite a bit of ways to go, but I still dream about and think about being debt-free and what that looks like. Wow, an entire weight will be lifted off my shoulders. I can't even imagine what my life will be like. I feel like I'll feel so much more like free, and I don't know, that I honestly don't know, because there's so many things that I want to accomplish. I feel like I was put on this earth, and this is something I've come to the realization of over the last few years, now that I feel like for the most part I'm fully healed from the trauma of childhood, fully healed from the trauma of the divorce. I mean, a healing journey is forever, and I feel like I'm always finding something that I'm like, wow, never thought about that, and I'm in the depths on my couch crying my eyes out. So it's an ongoing process, but I feel like for the most part I am healed from all that, and I feel like this financial journey is really helping me out and on that healing journey, and it's like one of my last oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness. It's one of my last steps on the journey to healing. That's how I feel. I don't know if that's true. Only time will tell. But I feel like over the last few years that I've come to this realization that I really feel that God put me on this planet to break generational curses and generational trauma in my family, and that I'm supposed to be that tiebreaker that breaks through all of that, and my kids and my grandkids do not have to deal with that kind of stuff. And I feel like doing this, documenting my financial journey and navigating through all of that, I feel like is really part of that generational trauma breaking. So I'm not quite sure. I feel like I haven't really answered the question. So I don't know. Honestly, I think about it often. I just feel like I'm gonna wake up so much free. I'm gonna have so much more money to invest. What I think about very often is having money set aside for my future generation. Like, you guys know, I already have 2 kids. They are grown. They're off doing their own thing. And then I have a grandson. He's about 6. He'll be 7 months old this month. And I don't want for him to worry about, him paying for at least all of his college on his own and getting student loans. And if I could pay for the entire thing, if he wants to go to college, I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to have a house that I can pass on to my kids when I pass on, and that's debt free. And, I want to have a fat bank account or a retirement account or something for them to be able to sustain. So I have so many dreams about having my future grandchildren and my current grandchildren and my kids set up in their years to come and generations to come, that I've set them up for success in some measure. It doesn't have to be $1 trillion. If I can have a bank account, like a high yield savings account for my grandson when he turns 18 or 25 or something, to access, and he can use that for buying his first car or down payment on a house, or it doesn't have to be like I'm a billionaire and I'm giving all this money to my kids and stuff like that. I just want to be able to, in some fashion, set the next generation up for financial success. My parents never instilled that in me. And it's something I'm working really hard, that even though I never instilled it in my kids growing up, because I was not ready to be a mom, and I should have never had kids at 19 and 21 or 22 years old. I am working really hard to break that within them now that they're grown and have a little bit of their own money to invest and stuff like that. And I keep trying to break down, you only need to put a little bit away, and then you never have to work all these crazy jobs to become a millionaire. You just need to start saving, and it compounds, and you forget about your, put it away and forget about it, and keep putting it away every month and forgetting about it. It eventually pay off in the long run. So I don't know if that answered the question, but that's my thoughts about all of the being able to be debt free and what that looks like. I think being debt free is kind of an ongoing journey, because eventually I would love to buy a house and be able to pass that on. And obviously I don't know if I'll have all the be able to buy the home in all cash, and I probably have to take a lot of loans, so then I'll be on a financial payoff debt journey then again, and I just think that's just how life is. You're perpetually in some form of debt in order to get ahead, and I would love to be able to get all these things. A new house, or not like a new build, but like a new house to me, and be able to pass that on and have it paid off, so that way when I pass it on, they don't have to worry about the mortgage and stuff like that. So I just want to be able to set my future lineage up for financial success, and that's what debt free looks like to me. Being able to pay everything off and set everyone up, and it's going to take a hell of a journey, but you guys are along for the ride. We're here together, and yeah, that's all I can say about that, I guess. I think it's time for us to get into the numbers. Just before we get into the numbers, you guys know the drill. I'm 42 years old. I live in the Tampa Bay area. I am an empty nester. I have a cute French bulldog. She's actually asleep back there. I rent this apartment. I make $75,000 or about $70,000 prior to taxes annually. Paid off my car in 2023. Did I say I was an empty nester? My kids are grown. You guys know that. I think that's it. So, as you guys know, my bi-weekly paycheck after my high-yield savings account of $200 gets taken out, after my 2% gets invested into my 401k, and after taxes, I bring home $1,918.52. And this is everything that I spent for the week. Okay. Gas was $33.83. Groceries was $110.55. Amazon, you guys are going to love this. And I kind of included this together, but I'm going to talk to you guys. I told you guys on Amazon, or like on Friday, that I was going to place this big Amazon order because I do think that my work from home is going to be approved. I can't imagine it not being approved, considering, like I said, almost everybody else works from home 4 days out of the week, so I feel like I'll get the same thing. And I am getting a walking pad. So it's like a little treadmill. I'm getting that so that way I can get my steps in. I feel like it will help me be productive during the workday, and I won't have to worry about walking around in the heat of Florida. I'm getting a standing desk to go along with that. I'm getting some mushroom powder for my dog. She has terrible allergies. And I'm getting cocoa floss, because I really want to try cocoa floss. I love flossing my teeth. If you know me, I'm addicted to flossing. That's how you really know me. I have dental picks in my car, dental picks at work, dental floss at home. I'm flossing after every meal. That's just how I live. So I want to get cocoa floss so I can try it, because I hear it's the best for your teeth, and I can't seem to just be able to get that at Walgreens or Walmart or the grocery store anywhere. So ordering it on Amazon is resorted to that. I'm getting some silicone bowls for my grandson that have like the suction, so that way he can't like throw them off of his high chair. And then I wanted to get my grandson a bath seat, because right now he has like a little baby one when you're newborn, and I wanted to get him one that he can sit up in, because now he's sitting up on his own. But obviously he likes to just hit the recline, is what we call it, and he just leans back. And we don't want him bonking his head or drowning in the tub. So we're going to get the bath seat and be safe. So I went over to Once Upon a Child, and they actually had the bath seat, and it was about $20 cheaper than when it was on Amazon. So I picked that up, and it saved me a couple bucks. But I did just lump it in the Amazon category because of how I do my chart at the end of the month. I didn't want all these random categories. So I placed my order for my walking pad and all that other stuff, and I got the bath seat on Friday, or on yesterday. So my Amazon order, which I thought was going to be about $433, is actually now $382.52, and that includes the $19 and some change I spent on the bath seat at Once Upon a Child. So technically my actual Amazon order is only $363.26, and I was able to save a couple bucks because I hadn't placed the order until today, and the walking pad had a 30% off coupon to snip, and that was not there before today. So I don't know if they were running some kind of Super Bowl special. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Actually, happy Super Bowl Sunday to anyone that celebrates that and is waiting for their team and rooting for their team. I personally don't care and won't be doing anything. And I didn't even know it was Super Bowl Sunday, except for my daughter, her fiance, and the baby went to his mom's mom and stepdad's to have a little soiree for the Super Bowl. So that's what they're doing. That's the only reason I really know about the Super Bowl. But yes, I'm very excited. My Amazon order should be here. I don't have Amazon Prime, so it did say basically everything should be here by the 12th or 13th. So really excited about that. And I think Scout's mushroom powder that's supposed to help with the allergies will be here in 2 days, and that was free. Free shipping. I did free shipping on everything. So I'm really excited to see if it actually does help Scout. I will be reporting back and trying to find if anybody else on TikTok or YouTube Shorts or something is also trying that powder. And then I'm not gonna lie. I did go out to eat this week. I know I told myself I would be better after obviously my apartment flooded and I had to go out to eat because I was frazzled and just didn't have any more left in me last Saturday, and I would get back on the wagon to my 3 months of no eating out for the first quarter. But I went out to eat. I got a burger and fries because honestly, this last week working in the office, like I said, doesn't agree with my nervous system, and I was starved, and I had eaten dinner, and I was like, okay, this isn't filling me up. Like, I had eaten a big helping of dinner, so I think I just need more snacks. And so this week I got some rice cakes, some peanut butter, and apples. So I think I'm set on the snacks, and I hope to not eat out again. I really have no excuse other than that I was just really starved. And then I do have a shopping category in here, and it's everything in the shopping category was everything I bought last weekend because my apartment flooded, and I was thinking, man, there's gonna be so much moisture in here, even though they have this dehumidifier, and I didn't want my clothes in my closet to smell moldy. So I got those damp rid bags. It came in one pack, but I got 2 of those in the pack. I got these other little things that have the beads in it, and they absorb the moisture. So I got 2 of those. Those were really cheap. I went to Walmart for this. And then Bing AI told me that I could use also charcoal briquettes. So I got a bag of charcoal briquettes and put them into, and separated the bag into bowls and put it around my bedroom, because I walked in there I don't know. I think it was Sunday when I bought all that. So it must have been Sunday morning. I ended up changing the sheets, and they felt so wet. And I was scared I was going to have moldy mattress and moldy sheets. So I went and stripped the bed, washed that, put all that stuff in there. It's not moldy, but those damp red bags in my closet are still collecting water. If you've ever had them, they have the beads at the top, and at the bottom it collects all the water. Y'all, I'll try to insert a picture in here of what one of them looks like, because it's crazy how much water it is still collecting, even though they've taken the dehumidifier out and everything feels dry and all of that. It's really crazy. So anyway, I spent $44.43 on stuff between Target and Walmart getting things for my situation that I had, the flooding. So all in all, this last week I spent $585.24. That leaves me with $1,333.23 for next week, or until I gets paid again. So we have to be able to use that for next week. One more thing that I would love to blab about is my retirement account. I am so excited. And I actually have a question to ask y'all in a second. But I started putting away last month $20 a month into my Roth IRA. And I'm doing that on the 20th of the month, so it hasn't hit yet for this month. Right now, I put in $20 last month, and then obviously the stock market basically crashed. What I invested into was IBV or VII, one of those. I'll put it on the screen. It's what I invested my $20 into, which is basically an S&P 500 stock, or ETF. y'all. I have $19 and like 19 cents in there now. So it's a little bit less than 20. I was doing well until the DeepSeek thing hit, and then something happened again on Monday where it basically went down again. So anyway, and then I'm putting 2% every paycheck into my 401k, which is matched at 4.11, 4.11. It's like 100% of the first 4.11% of what I'm putting in. So that matches 4.11. 4.11. So right now in my retirement account, between my Roth IRA and my 401k, I have a balance of $124.43 in my Fidelity accounts. And yay! Yay! I started my 401k last paycheck. So it only has money from last paycheck, money from this paycheck, and then whatever is appreciated from the market in there, which is actually down right now, but hopefully I'm in it for the long haul, so hopefully one day it will pay off to have these accounts. So my question is, I have thought about starting a different series from the budgeting and the weekly breakdown of expenses. I thought about starting another series that is my road to investing and saving $100,000. Would you guys be interested in watching that series? I mean, we are literally starting from the ground, and I'm not starting it as a way to like be a financial advisor. This is what you should do, but I'm starting it in the mindset that I want other people to watch the video and be like, wow, I need to start investing. Wow, I can relate to this girl. This girl is motivating me to want to invest. And I think that we need more of that online, because I think a lot of people are, intimidated by investing in high yield savings accounts, or don't know about these options like Roth IRAs and high yield savings accounts and whatever. And then some people probably don't have the option of having a 401k because they work a minimum wage job or something like that. And I don't know, So I want to be able to be like a light into the darkness for people that are going down this road and they're scared about what the future holds and they want to learn how to invest more and all of that. Like, I don't want to become like, I'm not starting this to be like, I am telling you what you should invest in and I'm the know-it-all. Like, no, that's not where I'm coming from. But let me know if you guys would be interested in having that as a little extra series, like on a Wednesday or something. I really am just going to go over like what I'm doing, kind of what my plan is. We're starting from the ground up. Basically, we have $124.43 and then about $6,000 in my high yield savings account. And we're going to invest and save between all of that to our first 100K. And I think that would be so much fun. I don't know. Let me guys know what you guys think. Also, I forgot to tell y'all. I have a bonus coming with my job, with my annual review. And I told y'all that I was going to invest and buy a camera. As soon as I saw how much was coming, it's only $1,500 before taxes. It's not much. But I was like, you know what? I am halfway to my 12,000 goal in my high yield savings account. And I was like, I'm going to make do with the phone that I have, my iPhone 11 that I'm recording on. I don't want a camera. I'm like dead set on getting to my 12,000 goal in my high yield savings account by any means possible before the end of this year. Because if I don't put all my YouTube money in there, I don't put the $200 every time I get paid in there, I am not going to hit my goal this year. So I'm doing all of that I feel I can at this moment to be able to hit my goal, which is 3 months of expenses for me. So I'm trying to hit 12K in my high yield savings account, and So all of that money will be going, whatever's left over from taxes taken out, will be going into my high yield savings account. And I'm really excited about that, y'all. Okay. My mind is developing and changing. And once I saw like I could get to my goal quicker, we're doing it. Except for it doesn't come until next time I get paid on the 21st. So we can't do anything until then. But yeah, I'm so excited. And I'm getting a COLA raise of about $2,000. So for the year, $2,000 for the year. So we're going to fix our 401k or our Roth IRA, like how much we're investing every month into those. Because I am dead set on getting to my first 100k between my high yield savings account and my Roth IRA and my 401k. Dead set on it. Don't know how I'm going to do it. Literally climbing up a mountain to do any of this, but you guys are along for the ride. Everything that I'm doing right now, trying to become debt free and trying to save up my first 100k is literally a challenge, and you guys are along for the ride. Okay, I am done chatting your ear off. I love you, and I will see you next week. Mwah! Bye! And don't forget to submit your questions for next Sunday's weekly breakdown of expenses, because I want to do a Q&A and no one's submitting questions.